don't agree with the idea, but Liquid's a great team.
Yeah.
And they win a lot of games and they've won a lot of tournaments.
He's also from the school of Puppy as well.
Yeah. That's something I think it's something Puppy would do. It's something I think Misery does on occasion.
Is that a form of cockiness? You feel?
He is just respecting his own skill. Like, he feels like he's good enough to do that. And whether or not that's true, it's not for me to say.
Yeah.
But
no, it's an interesting draft point. I mean, we've seen a lot of the Chinese teams.
I used to do it too.
Don't do that. They actually, it seems like the Chinese drafters pick their own thing first. We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, in July, it's like, hey, I want to play Batrider.
I'm playing Batrider. It's almost, is that the other end of the scale? It's like, I'm being selfish because I want to play Batrider.
And then he bans out the heroes that would do well against Batrider.
I think most likely in this scenario, though, it's that they just really want these heroes before giving them up to someone else.
Yeah.
It's like you have two really strong cores that seem to work in a lot of different games, so they just grab those. But
we're also going to see Zai's Monkey King.
Yeah, first time for that, so that'll be nice.
It's going to be fun.
They've
also added a Weaver. Yeah.
Nice hero up against Lifestealer throughout the game. Good counter there.
So how do you deal with the Monkey King? You want to have more vision, perhaps more control.
Coddle's banned.
We saw the Sand King support earlier today against the Monkey King as a counter to the roaming. It was dogfights on the Sand King. It wasn't very impressive.
No, it wasn't effective at all.
No.
And well, it looks like that's probably what we're going to see here. I think we're. We could possibly have Miracle play Magnus. That's something I have seen before. And then run kind of the offlane Sand King and last pick Kuroki hero, last pick Lich.
Could be.
But I don't know. There's a lot of that's the cool thing about Sand King is he can fulfill a lot of different roles.
Yeah.
EG is looking for a Sumail hero.
Yeah.
Of course. That will be their.
No, they have the last pick.
The weird thing
is
they can't.
EG has the last pick.
They would probably love an Invoker right now, but of course they ban it themselves because they don't want Miracle to have it. So they've also taken the TB and the TA away.
TA was a good ban.
Yeah.
I was going to say TA might be an option. Lina's a little less appetizing with Lifestealer in the game.
But possible.
But yeah, definitely possible. Yeah. Let's see, Sumail heroes. Alchemist getting ignored in this series. Could see Alchemist from Liquid.
Jug's also been ignored.
Yeah, Jug.
Yeah.
Possible. I don't think it's very likely. I think EG's getting away from Sumail playing Juggernaut. I'm not sure. I'm excited to see what Sumail will play though.
So they've taken the leader away.
Oh
and
yes.
They picked into the Naga.
The thriller.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's time to man up EG. Let's get that Alchemist out here.
Yeah, I think that's the only option, isn't it now?
Are
Liquid forcing them to take that? Is that what they're doing here?
I think Timbersaw's not bad.
I do like Sumail's Timbersaw as well.
He is very enjoyable to watch with that. And I feel like they might want to have something that goes that ends the game early because you don't want to go too late against the Miracle Naga.
That's true.
So something that pushes towers because that's kind of what they lack perhaps. Weaver is a little bit of a tower pusher, but
yeah, they could
not as much.
They could man up with the Dragon Knight.
They could still go for the Dragon Knight.
Nah, I think I don't know.
Would they want to go late against Liquid, or would they just want to end early or go for in between and see what happens? It feels like.
Trying to think that the best round of action is. So Monkey King should be able to kind of fulfill that role as like a vision hero, get lots of deep wards. But up against Naga Siren, that's not the most valuable thing because he can push out lanes without actually being there. Teamfight is kind of favoring Liquid, I think, with the RP.
Yeah.
And then, Sand King Burrow Strikes after RP or Epicenter and Crystal Maiden AoE as well. EG doesn't really have a lot of teamfight through their heroes. And they are lacking a bit of burst for Axe. So something to follow up on Axe Call could be nice, and maybe they can get some pickoffs. But yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, Naga looks really scary in the draft scene, but we haven't seen a lot of success of the hero so far at this tournament.
But have we seen Miracle play Naga yet?
No.
I have not, and I think Miracle's a better
Shadow Fiend, I like it.
I like SF too.
Bit of 1v1 practice then for tomorrow?
Yeah.
For
go up against Paparazzi.
Pretty one-sided matchup, I think. But that's good. I like that.
Have you seen Paparazzi Shadow Fiend?
No, I haven't.
Me neither. So
yeah, I forgot about Shadow Fiend, but I like that pick a lot. I think it'll do well.
All right, okay. Good stuff. Let's head into game number 2 then and see whether EG can pick up a bonus point, because they will pick up 3 if they can win one more game. Let's find out whether Team Liquid, though, can also pull themselves out of trouble. They are bottom right now with just a point in their group. As we head back to our commentary team, Toby, it's all yours.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, we could have ourselves a bit of a 1v1 matchup, but I think the evil glint in Team Liquid's eye as they picked up the Naga Siren is just they're evil.
It's okay. We had fun in the panel segment, at least. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah. That was actually really enjoyable. We're sitting over here trying to laugh too much so we don't go onto their microphones.
Naga is, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Naga in this patch. It's just too slow. I think generally you can get away with the Alchemist, and it's almost strictly better than Naga, unless you want to combo with the Naga a little bit more. Yeah. But at the same time, then, I mean, there are other heroes.
It may also just be that answer to, like EG had really great positioning during the last game. Their team fights were really impeccable. Naga does become that control factor when it comes to the team fights that is very difficult to overcome. So that may be the other approach.
But they have a BKB hero in the mid lane. Shadow Fiend, BKB is really good. You want things that you can't actually BKB out of if you have Naga Sleep, like Arrow, Black Hole. These are things you can't.
I suppose it's the other side too. The fact you're already running a Magnus as well as a Lifestealer, right? Like you've already
it's
got
a waste
like,
of
a better team fight.
It's a waste of empower.
Or is it the setup? So Mind Control can then get the greatest RP of all time.
It is. They have Dazzle in case Sumail does get RP'd. They have the Axe for counter initiation that goes through BKB, which is very important versus the Lifestealer. They have time lapse on Weaver just in case the burst doesn't go down. So I do think their team fight was good. I think it could have been a little bit better, but I don't think the Naga. Yeah, the team fight's good, but with Naga, it's not like, oh my God, sleep into RP. That's not at the end all be all.
No,
it's not. It's nothing to write home. I'm sure we'll probably see at least one or two good ones.
We'll have one. Like you still got Epicenter, you've got Freezing Field, you've got RP, you've got all the cleave damage which can come out, you got potential heavy Riptides, mass Burrow Strikes, like all these things Team Liquid will have to work with.
Did you just really say Riptide for a team fight, Toby? That's like the most underwhelming team fight ability in this game.
Hey, you know what? I'm just listing every single thing. Eventually I'm going to hit solid gold.
But Monkey King, he can turn into a tree during the team fight.
Wow! You know, if that actually saves him, I'm going to laugh my ass off and then refer to this moment.
That's not going to win them a team fight. It can be awesome, but not win them a team fight. Oh, man.
Critical influence, man. Critical influence.
Zai Monkey King. This should be exciting.
The GH block in the mid, so he's starting on the mid.
Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, he's mid. Miracle is on the SK.
Yeah, Miracle is not a Naga player then.
Yeah, but is GH the Naga player? Like we've seen
Why
him.
not, dude?
We've seen him have some really great positioning when it comes to the Crystal Maiden, and maybe this becomes one of those hybrids where you give the early farm to the Naga Siren and then just switch her into the jungle and let the SK take the lane against Sumail.
I do think it's strange that he's playing Naga Siren just because, as we saw last game, Miracle loves the AFK farm, as it seems, on some heroes. And it kind of fits his bill, but maybe just not something that he has practiced so much, especially because Matama Man plays it way more than Miracle, if not all the time, over Miracle. But, you know, they need to have a Lifestealer player. I'm sure Miracle could play Lifestealer. I think any mid / safe lane player can play Lifestealer.
Like, you're actually turning SK down to a harassment. Like, he's trying to push the Dazzle out of bottom lane. And, in fact, it looks like they're doing some damage to the Dazzle at the moment, who will just be able to TP out of the bottom lane.
Come on, that tree's more exciting to watch.
It kind of is if he can snipe the courier. The Ventilating. Oh, he comes through. He'll see it. He'll see it. It's just a little bit lower. One more attack around the tree lines. Run, Venerling, run! Ensnare will be there from GH, and maybe even the first blood. It will be going the way of Team Liquid.
Wow,
they were denied on bottom lane with the TPing out Dazzle, but GH is this courier bait game.
That one level of Ensnare. He was trying to jump into the trees, but he wasn't able to get it off because of the Ensnare, and tower damage wasn't stopping him.
Save your points for the right time. Zai's going to jump down to the bottom lane now. Quick fall to the ground, looking for a little bit of harassment on Kuro, but Matabaman's already making his way over as well. So Zai trying to be as aggressive as he possibly can. With the support from Crit, he can survive a little bit longer, and in fact the RTZ bugs throwing out, so Matabaman losing that armor and has to back up to the tier 1 tower.
trying to check for the bounty rune, it looks like, but there is nothing there on the bottom lane. And looks like they have been favoring these one-on-one matchups, Universe versus Mind Control.
Who really wins that? Like, Universe has got to be very
Universe,
scary
yeah.
to come in close up against the Whirling Death.
I think Axe versus most melee heroes is a easy win for Axe. And on top of that, I think he has better. He can
Borrow
do more
strike.
against the
Miracle's
neutrals.
going to be here to gank onto Sumail. GH started off with the ensnared. Zai now jumping forward. It's going to be Miracle to be the one who dies. GH needs to back up to the tier 1 tower, or does he? He knows Sumail is low, but not low enough to find the kill. And GH is happy. He's got a regeneration rune to go with. So he'll be very happy to take the damage. Riptide doesn't have the mana to use it. And Miracle doesn't get there in time to get the Burrow strike off.
And time to 3-man Shrine. They're really good about playing around Sumail, though, and having that Dazzle TPing, and that was pretty crucial for them. But I do like the 1 point in the snare. I've seen so many Naga Snares just go 4-0-4, not even taking the ultimate at 6 or 7 or 8 and not taking any point in the snare. But look at how much it's done for GH already. You got the first blood because of it. They're able to set up on Sumail, not normally a lane that the Naga would be able to pressure. And he's really holding on to that regeneration to the last moment. But level 1 mirror image is also pretty lackluster. You take 600% damage. So 1 raise is just GG illusions.
They're looking to fight top. You're already going to have that jump in from Zai. A quick skewer from Mind Control. Actually picks up Zai and Universe, but there's more support. It's Miracle. He comes from behind with a Burrow strike. The damage on the Act is minimal. His armor is just so damn high, and Miracle doesn't really do anything against Mind Control, who's dying at the moment. But Zai, he needs to jump away. He can't do it. Universe will come back in again. Miracle just using the Sandstorm as protection, so Universe will miss the call, and Kuro will arrive to also assist on the top lane. Another Burrow Strike is available, but they'll need to wait a little bit longer, so they actually have the Frostbite too, but that's too late. Zai jumps right over the top of Kuro, starts the beating in with a rod, needs the 4th attack, won't get it with that Burrow Strike from Miracle, creating more space. But a lot of commitment from Team Liquid to the top lane. And now it's also Sumail. He can easily kill off the courier, and GH will understand the peril he's in. Raise 1, raise 2. Enough damage with the extra attack. Crit can't reach him. GH gets back in range of the tower.
Wow, that was a really hard triple raise to hit right there, too. That was pretty impressive, despite not yielding a kill.
Arteezy? Kuro doesn't want to reveal his position. He needs Arteezy to be in range of the tower so he can do that.
Okay,
Frostbite and get the kill.
I thought he was going to like eat a tree to the right so he could not be in range of the tower detection, but yeah, that was an easy kill for Kuro.
That was patience from Kuro. Because if he threw out the field, maybe he would have actually had that, like, eat the tree and then run through the right. But Arteezy being a little bit more frivolous on the bottom lane, and now they can look just to try and force Matumba away from the wave.
No pressure in mid. Naga's gone to the jungle, and as you mentioned, they are going to have the Sand King sit mid, but he can try and pressure him a little bit, but that's only before the bottle comes. Ooh.
Oh
my God.
He dropped to 8 HP at that point. Has to bottle and then send it back. He needs that 6-minute rune. Maybe almost worth using the raises just to take the lane and then go for the rune.
He almost. That's crazy. Yeah, he has 7 HP.
So when you're not... Wait, does Miracle actually... Nope, it's going to be the bottom rune, and Dazzle scats it out, and it's a haste rune.
Good
And
stuff.
so are you liking the GH Naga so far?
Yeah, I think he's... well, he's like a little bit more active, but I mean, at this point, he's just farming for Radiance, so it's just an efficiency game from here.
Kuro will die at the same time. A little bit further side is going to be Matumbaman to fall as well. Support is nearby with Miracle here, and it's Sumail with a haste rune, and you know what he wants. He wants the kill onto that Naga. Sorry, and she didn't actually get it. The RP from Mind Control is available. GH so low, Zai can't reach him. To leap himself up into the tree line. A quick Nova to the north. Now realize the crits in the neighborhood. Frostbite will hold him there. Burrow Strike is back off cooldown, so Shallow Grave will just delay the inevitable. A lot more kills in this game so far than we had in game number 1, but it's a lot more scrappy.
They're protecting the Naga very well. And it's a little bit easier because everyone has full mana from Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden, they've been picking it a lot, but it's a lot of effects that are kind of hard to see.
One of these trees is not like the other. And Zai is right on. Oh, he leaps over the courier.
That's going to reveal his position. That's not terribly great for him. But no one's sitting in mid.
It's like he's trying to stop GH from farming, but GH is farming up the mid lane with the illusions. Okay, that's a moving tree. So GH is just farming the 2 small camps in close, keeping the creep wave push back out again, stays top net worth, and also continuously harassing down Samel with Riptide.
I wonder if he's going to take down, get sleep at level 7. Sleep would have been really nice for them. They
RP's available. They're going to look try and kill off Arteezy now. Arteezy's going to Shikuchi his way through. Matubberman's pretty low, so he's going to open wounds, rage up, holding on to that rage. Now he'll use it. Where's that RP? It holds him in, but where's your detection? You're doing a gank on a Weevil without bringing a sentry ward. Problematic to say the least, but Arteezy with no Shikuchi, but he has time lapse available.
No,
so he's away.
They thought they could get the frostbite on him for the reveal.
Now Matubberman's actually in trouble. He has Infest up, so if he... okay, he's going to open wounds and just... Okay, there's your frostbite. Matumba's going to have to jump inside of a creep sooner or else he's going to die, and he knows it. Into the dire creep, Arteezy very, very low. Purse that back out. The damage is not enough. The Nova also misses. Arteezy running the edge of this AoE damage and then gets the TP away to safety.
Whew. A lot of near deaths in this game. Miracle, only 1 level caustic, isn't going to be able to finish him off.
And die very quick on the pounce away.
Radiant has used scan. Arteezy is long gone. That would have been nice to come out actually during that chase, because then you can hit a shockwave that's only half blind.
Mm-hmm. These illusions are starting to become farm for Sumail.
I think they always will be. It's what? 500% damage right now, 300% damage later, but still double ray should be able to easily kill it. So Universe went for the Vanguard first.
Well, it's allowed him to farm up these Ancients and now actually puts him at the top net worth on the field. First one to hit 4K.
Yeah, Vanguard's quite nice. You're going to be taking Naga Illusions later too, but it's not terribly great versus really big hits, which is going to happen later from the Empower.
Mm-hmm. Especially when Magnus has got a lot of space up on the top lane, so it's a lot of levels which are coming in for the Magnus, so it should be very early points up into the 4 points up in Empower, while still having everything he needs for the team fight.
Lifestealer doesn't build like incredible amounts of strength. I guess Armlet and Echo is a decent amount, but it's not like stacking agility on agility heroes. That's far more common for Empower stacking. I wonder if Nagasana is actually going to take the health or the mana talent at level 10.
Just become the really hard to kill. Kuro, trouble. TP's out. We'll be safe. Matubberman looks like he's going to let the tower go. Actually, no, that's Miracle. Miracle just TP'd himself into the bottom lane. Now he is invis for the moment. He'll have Zai. He'll cop the stun. Where is that epicenter? Matubberman's leaving. So it's up to Miracle if he really wants to do anything with this. But what's he going to do? Double Burrow Strike?
They don't have to stun
Epi?
up. He can just stun Epi Zai, I think. And they'd have to use Grave on him, but he'd probably die in the meantime. Actually, they don't have a detection for him.
Yeah, there's no fortification, and he'll let it go. Unless he can get a solo kill on someone, but when Crit's got Shallow Grave, that's not really possible.
Where's this team?
Okay, that's one kill you can potentially get. But you need to hit the Frostbite or Burrow Strike. Crit's coming back down again. Kuro's going to reveal himself with a very quick attack. And Miracle is now back out of the invis. So Kuro needs the space. Monica's got to get the bugs off him.
There's a whole lot of nothing, which is good for Naga.
Mm-hmm. Good for Magnus, too, when you build a Hand of Midas as your first item.
Man, they really do like the Hand of Midas.
Yeah.
It's not...
Is Arcanes and Midas, even before Blink Dagger?
Usually Echo Saber is your Hand of Midas as a Magnus. You can farm neutrals incredibly quickly. But I can see where he's going with the Hand of Midas, because his limiting factor is actually going to be a number of neutrals, not time. So... Because you're on the team with Nagasana, you're going to have like, what, 2-3 camps to work with. So
yeah,
I can see the Midas working out for him.
And Naga's working your way towards that relic. It's taken time. It's taken a lot of time. Like, we're 12 minutes in, you went for Boots, Iron Talon, PMS, Bottles in there too, and you had to run the mid lane. Mycontrol has to TP out. Universe needs the call, and Mycontrol realized that ain't going to happen. So he actually gets out of range of the call, but he has no TP scroll available, can kill off the creep wave. Even the Weave's trying to help him out with a little bit of extra vision, removing the arm from Mycontrol. Another jump forward from Zai. Mycontrol, very tanky. Support is on the way. He goes for a quick RP, actually committing this to escape. And looks like he's able to achieve it. They will not kill him.
Nice Quelling Blade usage there. That was really important for him that he cut down those trees so he could escape through the left side. Kuro trying to take on Sumail.
Yeah, he's got 1 point up in Frostbite. I don't think that's enough. Even if you let your freezing field go, you need one more person to bring in some damage. And the Riptide could have maybe tilted Sumail close enough to death.
And more Hanamidases. One on Shadow Fiend as well. Probably one of the most uncommon pickups that I've seen on a Shadow Fiend. But it's that kind of game.
And we're going to start to add it up. It's like, oh, we're up against an Naga Siren. All right, cool. Let's just Midas, Universe, Blink. Gets the call off. Is able to actually catch the real GH. And with the Shadow Wave damage from Crit, GH doesn't really survive too long.
Perfect Blink timing coming out from Universe right there. He didn't have that for the top fight, so he thought he would need to farm neutrals for like another minute, maybe 2 minutes, and then get the Blink. But nope, right then.
And such a big hero kill as well. Like, you catch her out while she's banking money for the relic.
Wow. So Naga did go very greedy.
Yeah.
So no sleep at 6, no sleep at 7, 8, 9, 10, and he went for the mana talent over the health. Health might have saved him right there. The 125 is, he was at full HP, so he might not have been in Coaling Blade range. But, Naga's got to get their farm on.
Well, they do. Meanwhile, Liquid needs to also find that farm. They're looking for their double Blink Daggers on both Miracle as well as Mind Control. So Miracle's at least getting the space on bottom lane to get his up now. Then they're going to have to give that over to Mind Control.
Can you use Naga as a verb? I think you can. Naga your way to victory. Naga. There's some heroes that you can verbify.
Bottom lane, Miracle's going to go down. I am not a master of syntax.
Well, isn't that like every business's dream is to have your
name is a verb?
Yeah, like Xerox, for example, is one that's Google. Google's a pretty common verb. If you're good enough with a hero, I guess people say your name, but I think certain heroes can become strong enough where you can Naga your way to victory or whatever it is. I don't know. That's something to think about.
I want to go Artesied.
What does that mean? Go Solar Crest and Halberd on Bloodseeker?
Something like that. And he's had success today. But this game does look... It still doesn't look like it can go either way. Neither team has an overwhelming advantage.
RP is generally king later game.
Yeah,
that's a very loose statement.
So is Naga for the split push, and again also rather loose.
Because a lot of it depends on the Shadow Fiend and Axe. Weaver is, Weaver can do damage, but you're versus Lifestealer, you're not gonna be able to burst anyone down or make huge.
Here's your timing from Liquid. They just got both of their Blink Daggers. Now, EG, if they force this, it will actually come into the point where Liquid want to fight. The Lifestealer inside the Sand King.
They have to worry about Axe and the Dazzle though. There's 2 heroes that can counter initiate.
Blink Dagger just got revealed. He just blinked on top of a Dire Observer ward. So if EG was paying attention, they'll understand this with Miracle right now. And in fact, he's going to walk on top of the other Dire Observer ward in the map.
Where's the smoke
There's
at?
Literally 2, and they're very visible to both.
The thing with the Naga strat is you generally don't need to save your smokes. Any half-decent opportunity you see to smoke, you smoke.
Look at Monkey King knows. He's inching forward as Bark. Let's see if he can bite Miracle. Up onto the tree, he's going to miss the target. Gets the flying vision, but a quick blink away back to the Tier 1 tower. And EG potentially revealing they have vision there, but it may not matter. You can just still put it down to the Monkey King, and you're going to take the Tier 1 tower. But Liquid get what they want. They're going to get this fight. Mind Control under the cover of smoke. Sumail and Axe are pretty close. They could potentially both get RP'd, but Zai's going to throw a spanner in this works if they do initiate. So Miracle misses his Burrow Strike. Universe now pops out. Zai gonna jump in, throws the ulti out, stays on the tree lines. Mind Control. There's still no RP. Song of the Siren has to be committed by GH. Getting rid of the Scarab Beetles, and they're actually just bailing from the fight. I think Miracle even survived half a second after he jumped in then. And in fact, as Zai wanted to go in deeper.
That's way too deep.
Yeah.
But that was a disaster. They were waiting so long. Why didn't they smoke the Sand King to begin with? That was the strangest thing. I saw they definitely had smoke. CM had one. They smoked the Magnus too when he had his Blink Dagger, but they just waited so long they couldn't find the right jump, and Universe was the one who got a 2-man call. And, of course, one on the ever so important Naga Siren, so you don't get counter-initiated on.
The jump positioning just looked really odd. They didn't really look like they were in a position. They probably understood, too, the tree line. The Monkey King was sitting up there.
Yeah.
So if you come in close at that on that side, which is where you probably wanted to have like the SK even closer, but he couldn't be. So you're kind of being choked out of positions by EG.
And Sumail dodged the Burrow Strike. But finally, Radiance is there. Radiance is generally a pretty big deal, but like let's say he had that fight, they wouldn't have been able to blink out.
The jump forward, mind control, caught out, he'll go down. It was Liquid who were the ones meant to find the kills. Yeah, if you had Radiance, that'd be great, but you still reveal both Blink Daggers on Team Liquid. Don't get a kill, and it's EG who finds the opening.
And they're going to Roche pretty soon, too. Sleep is down, so I think Roche is very, very easy for them. Medallion is up. What level Presence of the Dark Lord? He's level 15 with the Midas, so that is the level 4 Presence of the Dark Lord already. And he hasn't picked up the talent at 15. His level 15 talent is like not terribly great for farming anyways.
This is turning into a full split game. You can see Miracle getting into position so he can just blink out, intercept the creep wave, go for the full split. Crit, okay, Universe jumps in. Fresh Blade Mail reveal, and then Culling Blades down GH.
Monkey King is doing a lot just with the vision. He's like he's like Riki from last year, pretty much. Just all around the map, just in the trees, just finding everyone and doing nasty things to them.
Miracle actually missed half the wave. And there goes the TP. Actually managed to force one TP back.
Ooh.
Zai thought he may have been quick enough.
Is he doing the Basher Rush too?
He's
doing the Basher Rush.
Full on control with his ultimate. And he had the perfect position. It's like you don't even want to jump in. You just want to go down so you can throw out your ultimate. Sit in the tree line. We saw the same thing being exploited earlier today with LFY and also a couple of other teams so far here at DAC.
And I believe it's a BKB already for Sumail. So BKB is the best item here versus the Naga Sleep.
Especially with Blink BKB. Like his positioning is going to be perfect for the fights, and what are you going to do? You have to ensnare him to stop him.
And you definitely need the weave. But the smoke did hit, or sorry, the Radiant Scan did hit, but it made them think that they're going to Roche, likely. But
that's why Matumbaman's coming out. He's well out of position. The smoke will break. The Observe Lord will get the vision. And Kuro, there's nothing he can do. Lifestealer will go down.
That's
and EG
so
have a ticket
unlucky.
for Roshan. Even GH is caught on the wrong side of the river.
That's so unlucky for them that the smoke actually hit and they weren't doing Roshan.
What? When the scan hits, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that...
So now EG will take it. You do have Naga Siren. She's sending illusions down, and they're coming from the dire jungle. So this may be causing a couple of mental problems for EG. The fact they're surrounded on multiple sides. Miracle as well. This could be the moment with that Blink Epicenter. They've got to put it to work, but Roshan's so low, they have to go now. Song of the Siren comes out from GH. Roshan is low, but he's not looking inside. It's Kuro who's being killed off by Universe in the meantime, so they don't have the Crystal Maiden. Another shockwave through, but Roshan, it belongs to Evil Geniuses.
I don't know if they saw the BKB on Sumail, but if they had gone on that, they would have been obliterated. There's no way they can stop his BKB from popping. Like, even with perfect timing, you still can't do it just because of the delay in between the sleep and the stun. So that
actually going to get a courier snipe with the Naga Siren. She was pretty close, but she was busy microing her own illusions to get out of there. Miracle, Burrow Strike and TP. Zai, where's your stun? Doesn't exist.
This is not going to be an easy game for Liquid. They just need to stall out for as long as possible so that Naga Siren and the Midas Magnus can get really, really big. But gold lead not in their favor, and I don't actually see it swing back in Naga's favor, because generally after you get the Radiance, like, oh yeah, we have Radiance, we can farm all the lanes, they can't push, but this game they're not really scared of it at all, just because they're so far ahead and Axe is just dunking on everyone.
But you do have like still great split push that comes out from heroes like the Sand King. Like, he's really quick at pushing down the lanes. Lifestealer could be a little bit more frivolous as well, because he's going to have the Rage potential TP out.
That doesn't win you games though. You can push out the lanes, but you got to fight sometime.
The only thing that's going to win you the game is probably when EG push up and you hope for the most glorious RP of all RPs, lacquered with Epicenter and everything else.
They're going to have BKBs though. So
Yeah.
you can't rely on this a sleep.
TPs are coming over. They're almost trying to bait this fight out. You can still jump in with the Magnets who's sitting behind them. A quick blink away will dodge the call of Universe. Okay, they're not wanting to bait Jack. They are leaving.
This is very dicey for Liquid. I am trying to foresee a point in the game where they're like, okay, let's take a fight now.
It doesn't really exist. Maybe you look at it from another timing. So, okay, yes, SF has BKB. It looks like Arteezy is not going to build into the same one. Can you actually get the timing where you isolate the SF and then just focus him? Do they have the damage output in order to do that? Okay, Crystal Maiden dies. This is going to happen.
No, you don't. Because they'll usually pre-weave before they expect the fight to happen.
So then you got to try and catch him out of position, but how do you do that?
Well, he's not going to BKB until the. You just need a really good RP. You need them to slip up in the positioning. That's kind of the only thing that you can hope for right now. But I mean, the Observer Ward is right there. They saw
RP catching
nice.
Universe. He's actually going to go for the quick spins as well. The damage is too much. Mind Control, he's brought down. Then you let the Requiem go. You can say goodbye to Miracle.
Yeah, you wait for the lapse in positioning. Oh wait, Universe is right there to call these two heroes.
Yeah. It looked like Universe actually jumped in at the very, very start and didn't actually get the call off, but came a fraction of a second later.
They know that they had to get pickoffs with the Magnus and try and slow the game down, but I mean, there's just nothing happening on the Radiant side. It's just a bunch of people trying to stall the game by killing creeps behind.
If we can just wait till 2018, this game will be winnable.
Yeah. Good luck with that. They use 2 ultimates, so even if they were to sleep right now, it's not going to be very effective. And the weave is pretty important here, too. You're not going to be able to cleave people with the Empower like you normally would. Like, their positioning is going to be so far spread out. Shadow Fiend's going to be in the front. Weaver's going to be far away from the SF so that they can't both get RP'd, and then all the supports are just going to be sitting far in the back.
90 gold per minute is the talent from the Magnus. They are looking for anything that will buy them a get-out-of-jail free card. The double RP refresher orb, maybe the only option they have.
Yeah, once the BKBs get down to 5 seconds, but you have to survive until then. And I'm not confident in their ability to solve the game for another.
Just play the Obi-Wan strap, man. Hold the high ground.
You have a lot of big ultimates though, so if you mess up the ultimates on the high ground push, you just lose the game. Or if they have Aegis counters these big ultimates.
Miracle. It's like trying to clean up the wave. Nice skewer. Actually going to pull Universe in rather deep, almost to the tier 3 tower and on top of the creep wave. But there's a lot of EG reinforcements here, and Liquid are not seriously looking at this kill.
There's no damage.
Yep.
It's all a lot of slow damage. Lifestealer with Empower would be their main source, but
he's going Midas as well.
He's going Midas. Yeah, we can.
We are turning this in. Okay, this is actually almost a 2013 Alliance game. After TI.
There were a lot of teams that went for Midas. I remember LGD International also used to go mass Midases.
Yeah. I just remember that EMS one where Alliance had 5 Midases. That was one of the most entertaining games I ever cast.
None of their talents are extremely, extremely good. None of them are like super game breaking. There's some decent ones here and there.
See, I was wondering about the Naga. Like, she bypassed her ensnare option. Like, I think it's a lower cooldown or in duration.
30 attack speed skill's way better though. It helps you farm a lot faster. You're a farmer as Naga, not a fighter. So,
well, right now it almost feels like they need to have that extra control. But you are right. It has to come out from the SK. Oh, Song of the Siren. They knew it. Axe came just in range of the sentry wards. Now they get really good vision. But Weave is down. It is very early, though. But Universe with both Call and Weave is very difficult to kill.
They don't have sleep to reset, though.
Nope.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just trying to bait out like actions from EG that then force them to go back to fighting. Because Miracle keeps doing this blink into aggressive Burrow Strike back. That almost sounds like a contradiction, but it's just so far forward.
But they're going for picks on the Naga. The Shadow Blade on the Axe is purely to get kills on split pushing heroes. And it is definitely one of the better items. I definitely do not see Shadow Blade picked up enough on Axe because you need to be able to bypass the Naga illusions because a good Naga player will always have her illusions as a buffer in between her and the initiator from the opposite team.
So the Blink if you're the full-on Initiator, and the Shadow Blade if you're the Scouter to Initiator.
Well, you get both. He's getting both.
No.
Or he has both, rather.
And you're seeing Mind Control attempting to do the same kind of thing. Full Staff, Blink Dagger, Shadow Blade. Anything which can put him in a good position.
Avoid, avoid, avoid.
Yeah. Is it really going to become fire and evade? Naga push as much as you can. Miracle's probably even going to look towards BTs at some point. Once he's able to get something more defensive like a Yule Scepter or something along those lines would be good for him.
How's Dire supposed to break high ground, though?
Yeah, that is the challenge, but doesn't that just come with the heavy farm on the Weaver and the SF when they just rip apart the towers?
We still haven't seen like a empowered lifestealer hitting anyone, though. I
No.
think it's going to be a lot of damage coming out.
I think an empowered lifestealer killing creeps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Show me more of
Yeah,
this.
okay, give me that farm. Give me that farm. Oh, yeah. Pick an anti-mage. Oh, there's a small opening. Okay, man. EG's vision is still pretty damn good.
250 health over 25 damage.
That Radiant Observer Ward sees the SF moving. It doesn't see the axe of Miracle. He's going on top lane, gets the Burrow Strike onto Arteezy. Mind Control, no! He jumped up, went for the RP, but Arteezy time-lapses just in time, and Zai will chase him into the tree line. They pick up the retreating Miracle with the other rotations up. Both will be lost. Again, they're trying to create space. But now they may lose another one. Matubberman is overstaying his welcome on the bottom lane. He has Rage TP. But everyone else from EG up, they fought up on top, came bottom. And okay, now they're in range of the Observer Ward. He's out.
That was pretty lucky that they had to buy something from the side shop. Else he would have gotten caught off guard by Arteezy. And Axe.
This is just... It's funny, though, because you get the commitment from EG. They then go for their rotations. We can have a quick look at this again. So Miracle, the Burrow Strike is perfect. He doesn't know he's got him in Mind Control, just has to go for it. But the split second between the RP and time-lapse.
I don't think they had enough damage regardless. Even if he had RP'd and then right-clicked, he doesn't have an Echo Saber for that little bit extra burst, too. So
It's
I don't
all
even
they
think
can do,
him.
though. Like, they have to go for things like this and just hope they find enough.
Yeah, but it would have been way better with, like, let's say, Infest. Infest, I think they would actually been able to get the kill. Or let's say, have detection versus Weaver. You know, there's a better way, better things that they can do.
They can't afford detection against the Weaver. They need to keep spending money to get the Observer Wards down that Zyke is planting everywhere. That's the one thing they can potentially control. Now Samael inside the pit. Crit in the neighborhood. Has a full Solar Crest completed, so this Roshan is going down very, very quickly for EG. And yep, Team Liquid can do nothing to stop it. It's very rare a team with a Naga Siren is unable to hold the Roche pit, or even a team with such huge AoE control and teamfight abilities like Team Liquid can't control the Roche pit.
It's the way they siege it, though. It's just one hero inside the Roche. Well, I guess they had the Universe in later.
Hi, Miracle. He doesn't know. Universe goes for the blind blink call. But they won't find that opportunity.
They need a gem on Axe, I think.
That'll work.
Yeah, they need a gem on someone, but Axe is the one that's
they have it
running
on Zai.
Yeah, they have it on Zai. I think he needs to pass it to Axe. Sell your Trinks, probably, so they can get more picks. Because Universe is the one hunting heroes down. Monkey King can see them, but he can't actually like kill them.
And slow the game up has been working for Team Liquid so far. They still hold their racks. Naga is still sitting up there very high up in the net worth. She's gradually getting higher. And once that Octarine is up, the split push becomes even stronger from the Naga Siren.
No one's scared of a empowered Naga, though.
No.
At all.
Well, what they're scared of is just the incredible amount of delay, and then you're like, well, maybe that's what Team Liquid's still looking at this game. It's like, okay, the Naga's going to be pushing out the side. The SK is going to do the same. The Lifesteal's going to do the same. Team Liquid feel like they're on a time clock to get into the base before they end up in a bad trade-off position. These type of kills are definitely going to help. A quick call. Miracle will die, but he's only dead for 23 seconds.
I will say one thing about Liquid strategy is that they're committed. They're committed to out-farming and delaying the game.
Yep.
That is, it's not too late for CM Midas, right? She doesn't have any items.
Not too late to put the kettle on and start brewing a cup of cocoa. Like, Liquid are in for the long haul. And My Control's on the hunt. This time they're coming with the Infest. They're picking out Arteezy, but they walk past Zai. Remember, this is the Shadow Blade they're using. Zai will see him. The Gem of True Sight did the work. No! The RP misses again! My Control, run away! Kuro will die in the mid lane as another expected pick off. The Crystal Maiden doesn't really have a lot of safe places here.
RP's down too. That's
Yep.
Well,
That's the chance to push up.
Firstly, that was a good bait though by RTZ. He knew that they knew what was going to happen.
They're running out of creep waves.
Yeah.
Look, you look at the position of Naga Siren. Like, I know this is GH and Miracle is on the team, but it almost is a testament to Miracle.
What?
You heard the difference in pronunciation.
I don't get it.
Naga Siren, greatest of Southeast Asia, Miracle.
That's a stretch.
This is what he does. Oh, My Control. He jumps out. He was looking for that skewer back over on Samel. Now it's up to Miracle to actually create a little bit more space, and they Song of the Siren, allowing My Control to survive.
They need, what, Epicenter after this, I guess? Maybe?
They needed something, but that was just a disengage ultimate. That was all. Jump back in, keep the chip damage going. Buy the time for the RP to arrive and just keep chipping away at their life and make it so that Aegis Carrier can't just sit there and hit the tower.
They need like urns or something trying to heal themselves back up. Dazzle Heal is not going to be enough for them to continue on. They have the Aegis, but
yeah, they know it.
Could go disastrously.
They're already leaving.
They need a Satanic, I think, probably on the SF.
Now they're jumping out. That Observer Ward sees Arteezy, but they need the control. Arteezy Shikuchi's up. The Sentry Ward's too late. And he runs through mid.
And Monkey King is dead.
Okay, goodbye Zai, but also troublesome for GH. He doesn't have Song of the Siren just to TP out this one. Samel's coming into the Octarine. He needs to do a little bit more damage to stay alive, and Samel, he triggers the BKB. Song of the Siren is now up, but the call is there. The Culling Blade too early, but the kill will still complete. But they're having to repair the creep wave. The top lane, Team Liquid's creep wave actually reached the tier 3 tower and did damage.
Small victory for them, and of course getting the gem is also pretty big for them. Nagasarn is still a little bit behind in terms of where do you want to be versus the SF. I'm surprised he didn't just sleep there. If you sleep like X, the SF has to kill you, but he doesn't have MKB, so he has to deal with that miss, and you can try and fog.
There wouldn't have been the stun, so yeah, he potentially could have just TP'd out.
That was a really good BKB though by Samel, to deal with the sleep.
It took 35 minutes, but Samel just got the 150 attack range, hit level 25 on that SF. Sand King, run to the trees inside the Sandstorm, trying to keep clear of Universe. Universe doesn't actually have mana, so it's a Burrow Strike into the TP back, out again, a Miracle will survive.
They have no gem on their side. That's a big problem when they're trying to deal with a Shadow Blade Magnus and the Sand King. They have no good catch.
Where's that vision? They had it before.
No, they lost gem.
Yep.
So I died.
That was when the Monkey King died.
They have to wait for the next gem. I don't know how long the cooldown is.
Either that or they just find Kuro. He's the man carrying it for Team Liquid, but he's... Actually, I think he put it back on the courier. Because they really don't want to lose that. But he's looking for any vision, which is going to catch out the Naga, catch out any of the split pushes. No, he's still holding on to it.
I wonder if they're going to try and end soon. I guess SF can still buy moon shards for other people, but he's pretty close to 6-slotted.
Okay, that Observer Ward sees so much. They know Mind Control as well as Matubberman are up here. Universe runs forward, the blink forward, able to get the battle hunger, so the movement speed, and GH will just let the Song of the Siren go. And everybody TPs away to safety. The game has been delayed. And GH gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now only about 1,000 gold away from completing that butterfly.
It's a game to keep away.
Way to keep the Monkey King away. Just have Magnus keep skewering trees.
I actually have seen that before.
Oh, Arteezy. RP, it's going to hit him. He won't be out of time lapse. 76 seconds without a Weaver.
These Observer Wards have been a big problem. That Observer Ward on the south side was the one that allowed them to get the gem from the Monkey King. The second Observer Ward allowed them to get a kill on Arteezy. So, yeah, Liquid playing their strat very, very well. They have not given up too many deaths. They gave up Aerial Roche, but they're so far behind that they can't contest. They haven't lost any T3s. They've split push out the lanes quite nicely, and they're keeping up in terms of farm despite going pretty greedy builds.
Yep. And it's getting better and better for them. The fact they haven't lost the tier 3 towers as well mean those shrines, they're always able to push out nice and quickly.
Oh, Lifestealer didn't actually commit for the Midas. I thought he was committed.
He didn't? He backed up to the Echo Saber and AC.
I'm actually surprised. In this sort of game, well, he's been hitting creeps for like 25 minutes.
Well, they're on the hunt again. There's no RP. It's on cooldown for another minute. So the main point of control they have from mind control is going to be the skewer, but maybe at the same time, like every target is a little bit more killable because you're not looking for the Weaver.
Wait, he went for move speed? Wow, he went moving speed over empower damage. That's pretty rare. But when you're playing this type of game, empower damage actually does not matter that much when your course is Naga and you're just running around a lot of the time.
Yeah, Lifesteal is the only one who really benefits from the empower. Not even the Magnus with your build.
Yeah.
Or the jump up, Ghost Scepter, raises from Sumail. He's still got the close range raise. Akura with the life, he needs to stay alive. The gem, the attack will connect. The gem of true sight's on the hillside, and EG, maybe they didn't realize this. Sumail's looking for more kills. Won't find them. But the gem hasn't been taken. It's still, the courier is on the way up to pick up the gem. Miracle, a quick Yule Scepter cancelling off Zai, so he doesn't actually reach the tree. He's actually caught on the ground on the other side of the tree. Courier has managed to recover the gem.
They're probably thinking, why in the world would CM be carrying the gem?
Are they going back in again? Crit's TPing out.
That's a lot of damage to the tower.
Well, they find the bottom lane. Burrow strike forward. RP committed as well. And they bring the epicenter plus the Lifestealer. Another core of EG gets sniped on the side lanes.
700 gold and a level 25 hero. That's a ton of experience. And gold graph should slowly be swinging back towards Liquid's favor. Looks like it's only 5,000 gold ahead for EG. And SF's not really getting any stronger.
Like, right now, like, I'm not quite certain exactly who is meant to be bleeding more, but it looks like EG's on the slow drip.
Oh, they definitely are. It's getting to that point where they can't keep their lanes pushed out. Their T3 tower up top's at like 25% HP.
Yep.
The third.
And they're actually not even, like, they can't contest Roshan. Roshan's being done right now by Team Liquid. And EG can't get there. Miracle's creating a lot of space on bottom lane by just pushing it and being just a general pain in the ass. Making it so Liquid has all the space in the world to do this.
They need that gem. I'm pretty sure it's been 10 minutes since the last gem. I don't know.
There's Aegis and Cheese down now. And a refresher orb on Magnus.
That's what you need. Just RP, get any sort of solo kill on a core, and do it again. Force buybacks, and then just repeat once your refresher's up. Easy peasy for Magnus.
Yep.
And no one can survive an RP.
Oh, nice call. Finally able to remove a small thorn in the side. Maybe not. Miracle even steals the bounty rune. There's another little target up next to the secret shop. It looks like a bit of a duel. Yeah, it's going to be Zai battling against mind control. A quick push away. Zai starts his own TP, and they have the stun available. Monkey King rooted to the ground by Kuro and actually killed off by Kuro.
No one's able to survive.
This game is just... The game plans work perfectly. Beautiful call by Universe. Hold the Lifestealer in position. Bring in the damage, because right now, all these fights are happening on Liquid's terms. EG maybe can fight underneath their shrine. The RP goes out. They keep the control up, but with the Shallow Grave and Song of the Siren, Universe keeps the spins happening. So much damage from the Axe. The Aegis Immortal will trigger. Sumail's BKB will protect him. And now they go over to Matumbaman, the Lifestealer. No real way home out of this one, apart from standing his ground and being as manly as he can. But don't worry, the side lanes are pushing in. EG have trouble at home.
T3 count on top, almost dead. That's not good. They can't really afford to lose their shrines right now just because they're just struggling to move outside the race. RTZ, oh my god.
Liquid Sphere protects.
That was close.
Well, they're TPing forward. Zai wants to try and catch up to Miracle. It's going to be difficult. Jump forward. Gets the stun off perfectly, but GH. Song of the Siren for protection. And then TP's away to safety. Ori has that, I think that's actually the level 2 diffuser blade as well. Over on the Naga Siren.
He's 6-slotted too.
Yep. Yeah, he is. Very much. Miracle finds another target. Sumail just wandering around. Smail, however, has friend as well as a shrine. And they have vision. Yule Scepter up, crit comes in, and, well, they haven't got him yet. They still don't have him yet, and they don't have him at all.
Universe was waiting with the stun.
Meanwhile,
with
top
the
lane,
call.
tier 3 tower's gone. The illusions as well as the catapult should take care of it. The shrines are now open for destruction, and Liquid are wasting no time.
Yeah, Refresher's up. They can... I don't know if they have enough damage to kill them if they only get like a single man RP though in an actual big team fight. They can definitely do it if it's like 3-on-1 versus some of the heroes, but imagine if they actually do use 2 RPs and aren't able to kill the heroes. Shadowfang actually doesn't have a way to heal back up though. Like if he gets graved, he's still gonna die.
So he needs the Satanic.
Yeah, he needs Satanic. I don't know what he replaces though. Like he kind of needs all his items. I guess Ags maybe. He can heal up from the Ags, I suppose, but it's not terribly reliable when you need it.
Oh, they're just staring down Arteezy. Blink, Burrow, Epicenter. Miracle commits. Arteezy already used his time lapse. He's so low and ensnared up. There goes your Weaver. 84 seconds. Buyback is available for him, but Liquid again are leaving. They get the kill they want. They keep the pressure applied, and Universe is the one to jump in. Observer Ward is up. Mind Control is trying to push him away. There's another force up available for Miracle. So Ibarra strikes up one. There's your RP committal. SF, the Shallow Grave will keep him alive. Remember, there's still no Naga here, but now Matabaman will arrive, battling against Samael. Needs more damage with a Burrow Strike. They get the double stun up, but Miracle will sacrifice himself for this, and maybe not a great sacrifice. They'll lose the Life Stealer as well. My Control is on the run. Zai bouncing around through the tree lines, hoping to catch up to him. But the distance is a little bit too far for him to reach.
No follow-up after the RP. So close to killing Sumail.
Wait, Mind Control TP down to the shrine? Monkey King was jumping down there. That could have actually ended really, really badly.
Don't worry, he has plenty of gold for buyback. Or Scythe of Visoon with 2 Slice with a Hex. Or sorry, with a Refresher.
With a Refresher?
Yeah.
That would make some good sense.
Pretty dangerous.
What does GH buy? Apart from like gems for his team, all the wards,
Moon
all
Shard,
the tomes.
Moon Shard for Lifestealer. I think it's
that'd be
definitely
nice.
the priority here.
He's got 8.5k, so he has to spend some of this.
BOT2's Moon Shard for Lifestealer. That's
Okay.
my suggestion.
Should have money for both and then still have buyback.
Yeah.
He's almost killing off Zai. If Zai wants to stand his ground against illusions, like the Naga illusions, he is going to die. Even Samael is having issues, and you can see him. He's got the money for the Satanic, but doesn't have money for buyback as well just yet.
I just don't know what he trades out for the Satanic. He's trading out his Ags. Ags gives you really good damage because he has a level 22 damage per soul talent, and it's another way for him to heal up. As we saw in the last fight, he can heal up after getting RP'd. But Satanic's way more reliable because with Ags, you have to BKB, channel it, and then wait for the souls to come back. With Satanic, you just pop attack once and you're at, plus 500 or whatever.
So how the fights actually work, force Samael to do work with this fresh Satanic?
Not die during RP.
Oh, that's done. It actually connects on both the Magnus as well as the Crystal Maiden, and they just defensively song on the stars. Like, they have to have vision, right? But nope. I don't think they did at the very start of that. They got no gem.
My God. That has to be so frustrating to play against for EG. They're just never fighting us. We can't catch anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually where you go with the axe. He went for a plus 100 battle hunger DPS.
Yeah, that talent is really good.
Over the 15
Over
armor
15
to try and survive?
Yes, I definitely think so. Dude, 100, it's ridiculous. 140 damage per second? It's insane. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And late game, there's, are you really going to stop and try and get a last hit? Sometimes, but the cooldown's really low, so you can spam that thing.
Oh, they find an opening. It's going to be Mind Control. Committing quite heavily. Matabaman pops out of him, trying to hide with him in the infest, and they knew it. So I live seal a quick open wounds, but Universe just backs up, makes sure he doesn't get attacked so he can blink forward, get the call off. Matabaman still wants to keep this run going. He needs more help, but up on top lane, the Naga Illusions are pushing in the creep wave. She's expended, and Matabaman's still going to go down. Heavy spin plus the damage, but now Miracle in through the bottom. Naga in through the top. You get these victories, but what does it really gain you? That Burrow Strike range is ridiculous that Miracle can just escape.
They only have 3 heroes up, yet they're still able to mount incredible amounts of pressure on both of the side lanes.
They just lost another tower.
Yeah, they lost another tower, and Mag doesn't have to buy back. Lifestealer also doesn't have to buy back. And people are just constantly getting slept. GH can also buy Refresher, I would say, instead of Moonshard. I don't... What? Did he spend any of his gold yet?
He's holding it at 7.4, so he bought the BTs. Okay.
He bought a Moonshard for himself first.
Okay.
Before...
And then an extra independent courier where she now bought a Refresher orb on.
Yeah, Refresher's really good because for the double sleep. The only problem is you can't chain the sleeps together back to back just because there's a delay in between it stopping and it casting again. So you have time to like pop BKBs in between the sleep.
Oh, Miracle again closing in on Arteezy. More invis. This time it's going to be the rune that gives him the cover. Stalking Arteezy as far as he can. Arteezy just trying to use that Mjolnir to push in the lane. But it's the Magnus who is arriving. And then the BTs as well. They're bringing in friends, and I think they remain undetected so far. The RP, it'll push them through. They'll connect. Miracle, the Burrow Strike, the Lincoln Sphere has now been triggered. Now their secondary RP. Weaver will drop. Samel will arrive and try and stand his ground. Already triggered off his Satanic under the cover of BKB. But the BKB doesn't last long enough. So they don't find that opening, and it's Universe who's caught out of position. Diffuser Blade charged up, held in the position. Zai needs to create more space, able to do so, throwing down the ultimate as we're in a split-up fight. Samael is the primary target, however, of Liquid, and they will bring him down. Matubberman's on the run, but he's wasting the time of Universe and Zai, who get double stunned up by Miracle. Mind Control's coming back as well. He's looking to help out. Crit can't get close enough. He's got GH on his tail. Diffuser Blade charges galore, keep him low. Another little bit of a quick stun by Miracle. Crit will fall, and EG are completely losing control of this game, and they may be the first team to actually lose a full set of racks.
This is one of those games that makes you hate Dota if you're EG. You're just like, we're gonna lose like this, and they pretty much are gonna lose.
Peter was saying before, like every solution is solved by winning. Losing in this creates so many more, creates so many more issues.
Magnus is such a hero, though, and why you see a first ban often. They expended 2 RPs to kill 1 hero last fight, and they still won the fight.
Yep.
And what is RTZ supposed to do about getting double RP'd?
And how do you even defend this? Like, you're losing too many lanes of racks. GH will stand his ground. He doesn't care what Samel's going to throw at him. Samel, okay, yeah, BKB, but he just Bloodthorned an illusion. GH can just ensnare him up, hold him there, while the top lane is actually going to attack. Keep them slumbered while the Axe gets initiated on. Actually, no, it's Crystal Maiden physically damaging the melee racks. Mind Control will arrive using that Hex. The Crystal Maiden just gets destroyed by Arteezy. And maybe now Arteezy feels he's got the damage. Looking towards Matubberman, finding inside the tree lines with that BT from Samel. The Bloodthorn is on the right target. 4 heroes down from Team Liquid. No buyback over on the Lifestealer because he managed to pick up the Monkey King bar. I think they also pinged out because they scouted the Refresher Orb sitting in the trees. But Naga is still up. They have to get Roshan. There has to be some kind of glorious push from EG to win this.
I think they have to all in pretty soon. All their T3s are dead, but I don't even know if they can get close to the base at all.
Song of the Siren. They're looking to come a little bit closer. Can Miracle actually keep Zai controlled, or can Zai keep Miracle controlled? Universe jumps in. That's a very, very poor Dazzle having to run away from just Naga Illusions, but when you get the kill over on the SK, that makes life a hell of a lot better.
Minus respawn timers. Minus respawn on the Magnus, minus respawn on the Sand King.
Can never keep a good hero down.
And not at all. No buybacks expended. In a really long time.
The Diet did lose their courier. I'm not certain if anything was actually on it at the time. No, it wasn't, so it was just lost.
So what's Naga doing with their gold? Has she bought anyone else Moonshards yet? Lifestealer still doesn't have one.
Maybe worthwhile giving him that.
Even Magnus, I think, with
Magnus is coming over. He's right in front of the pit. The bottom lane might be pushing in, but now it's Arteezy looking for the kill. Does a heavy amount of damage to Mind Control. He RPs the Ancient. And Kuro will now probably die to Universe. GH can use the Song of the Siren to TP back out again, or does he? He can hang around. He keeps the Song of the Siren on the SF, so there's no BTing anywhere. In fact, he just keeps him slept. While Kuro and Mind Control, they make their play over towards Roshan, catching Zai out. So the Hex up Monkey King will fall, but maybe the kill. Arteezy needs something. A kill on the Naga can create so much space if he can do it. I think Miracle's actually looking for the kill over on the SF. He's Burrow-striked up. He's put Sumail down. And actually found the kill. No buyback available. Universe needs to kill off Miracle. With the help of Arteezy, they can do it. But Roshan gets taken out by Matumbaman. So Liquid have Roshan. But there's no SF for 100 seconds. No Monkey King for 40. And you're still under siege.
Miracle's been making such big plays this entire game. Just wasting the majority of the mid game. Like, they constantly keep throwing bodies at him, and he just escapes and jukes constantly, and then he almost got the kill on Arteezy in the mid lane after the Naga illusions whittled them down to critical HP, and that was a really big kill because now they can push with Aegis and Cheese. Sand King's up in 30, he can BOT back in, and SF is in the grave. And at minimum, Liquid are looking to force the SF buyback right now, but there is no buyback to force out, so.
Nope. Hello, Mind Control. Attacking the melee racks on the bottom, a Tupperman. Able to get that very quick Hex off. So the top lane's being attacked down by GH. He'll take care of that. Matumbaman's making very quick work of the bottom racks. And the mid just fell. Megas are up. The RP will connect. So maybe Zai can create a little bit more space. Throwing out the Monkey King ulti. They'll burn the Aegis of the Immortal. But you're still up against Megas. They need to find this kill. Still no SF. Support is nearby, but Lifesteal and Matumbaman standing his ground. But Infest, he'll pop back out of the creep. Bashed up as well. Universe will Culling Blade him down. The epicenter. Miracle's gone back in again into the middle of 4. Trying to get himself back out of this one. The stun will not connect from Monkey King. Dazzle brought back, but it's because they're losing tier 4 towers back at home. But 16 seconds until you have Sumail up.
Slowly but surely, the entire EG base is falling, and Liquid have no ultimate to show for it, but they can just wait for it. They have all the time in the world.
And EG, they are the ones that need to find some hallelujah play. Sumail Rapier, something that gives them the damage requirement. No, he's going Monkey King Bar instead. He'll have to give up his Blink Dagger if he wants that.
Or bots.
You're not
going to be moving around. I think you bots in for like a throne kill, but if you're just sitting in base, I think you just go for the selling or trading out the bots for it. But yeah, they need an MKB, I think, a long time ago. Butterfly plus Radiance. Whew. Naga Siren does have an Arcane Rune. That is going to be even more images and even more sleeps coming out. Hooray!
Hey!
For EG.
We love it. We love it. Unless you're an EG fan.
So Liquid just needs to wait for EG to come to them, or wait for them to
EG are coming.
Yeah.
They're hunting. Zai was bouncing around the tree line. Doesn't want to take the bounty rune, and they find GH. They need this kill, but he songs! The Dazzle will just have to sit there. TP support's coming onto the shrine. You don't want this. You don't want this, EG. The Burrow Strike is there, catching Sumail. He couldn't even BKB in time. That could be the game right there. Crossmade let the ulti go, but RP, stay exactly where you are, Universe. He will fall, and GG, well played. Team Liquid, patience is a virtue they have displayed in droves in this second game of the series.
I think GH played really well on the Naga. He was really good about using his sleeps like before anything happened. You want to make it very clear to your team what's going to happen in the team fight. And if you sleep at the wrong time, when an Epicenter's channeling or when someone gets RP'd, it could just be utterly disastrous for them. But they were pretty well coordinated. I mean, there were missed RPs and stuff like that. But overall, their gameplay was pretty sound. Stall until they can't do anything